Good evening, one and all. It's Sunday night in Hamilton, Ontario. And it's just climbing up on 7 p.m. That means we have another opportunity to listen into the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. It starts at 7 p.m. here on the VE3 ZOE repeater on a frequency of 443.075. We're just waiting for the clock to flip over to 7 p.m. Not too sure who's going to be our net controller tonight, but stand by and we'll see who is where. There we go. Okay.
Good evening, all amateurs. This is Victor Echo 3, India Uniform Kilowatt, Bill in Dundas, and I'm your host this evening for the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. At present, we're on our summer schedule, and this net meets 3 times weekly, Sunday and Tuesdays on this repeater at 7 p.m. And on Thursdays on a simplex frequency of 446.125. We will be going back to a regular schedule after the Labor Day weekend, which means we'll pick up a Saturday night net, Monday night net hosted by Chuck, VA3CJZ, and I also believe that Mac will be resuming his sideband net as well on Sunday nights at 8 o'clock on 446.125. I think they start out there, and then I think after they move down to 2-meter sideband, I'm not sure of the frequency there. Anyway, that's the schedule as it stands now. So at this point, we'll stand by for any priority or a quick one and traffic come now. Nothing heard, so we'll take anyone who would like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Come now. VA3LBI.
VA3 Whiskey Papa Golf. Victor Alpha 3 Bravo Tango.
All right, well, there's a good start. 3 check-ins. We'll start with Larry first. V3LBI, V3IUK. Good evening, Larry.
Evening, Bill. Everybody on net. Good to hear you there, Bill. Warm day, hot day. A couple errands I had to do. I say errands. A couple things I had to do, but unfortunately, I had an 8-foot step ladder I had to work off of it in the sun. So I got up to the top of it and worked a little bit, got down and sat in the shade where it was a little cooler.
Oh, I can understand that. I hadn't even been outside today. just enough to water some plants, but that's about all of my outside activity today, Larry. Just been taking it easy.
No, absolutely, Bill. Pleasant supper, nothing too fancy. Just we had some leftover corn we picked up on Friday. Had that and some salad, so was good. Anyway, you got a few more in there, Bill. Like I say, good to hear you in there. VE3LBI clear.
Yeah, okay, Larry. Sounds good, and I'm glad you enjoyed your meal and at least got a few things done today. With that, let's see how Chris is making out the VA3WPG, V3IUK.
Good evening, everybody. VA3WPG. Things going good. Got my antennas all back on the balcony now, except for the long wire. Still waiting for them to pull their cables and ropes and the scaffolding away so I can swing the wire around and toss that up into the tree. Other than that, I've been listening a bit of HF on the MFJ antenna, not getting too much, but we know one of the A is way up there, so yeah. Other than that, I found this new insect on the balcony that I've never seen in Winnipeg, Niagara Falls, or even my, what have I been in Hamilton now? 5, 6, 7, 8 years. This weird wasp-looking thing called a mud dabber. I'll tell you, that thing is like the alien freak insect wasp, outer space, freaky-looking buggers, those things. Yeah, other than that, that was interesting to see that. And, yeah. Other than that, not much going on here. Just doing some tidying up, Sunday tidying, and we'll be listening to the net in the background here while I'm putting around the place.
Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah, I've heard of those before. I've seen my brother-in-law has encountered some nests of those out at the trailer and tries to avoid them for sure. Well, there's Chris. Glad that you've almost got your little mini antenna farm up there, and thanks a lot for checking in.
Not a problem. Everyone have a good evening, and I guess that'll be it for now. VA3WPG back to the net.
Okay, take care, Chris, and thanks so much for checking in. And let's see how Albert's doing. VA3BT, VA3IUK. Good evening.
Hey, good evening, Bill and everybody on frequency. Yeah, not too much here, just getting ready and packed up for tomorrow. Heading out to Barrie for the week as usual. Other than that, yeah, just didn't do very much outside. It's a little hot out there. It looks like it's going to be like this for the next 2 weeks with these high temps, but hey, can't complain, I guess. But anyways, we'll hand it back over to you there, Bill. Victor Alpha 3, Bravo Tango.
Yeah, very good, Albert, and I understand that you'll be moving into a condo pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get into one in September. Yeah, because it looks like I'll be there probably till well, for sure, August next year. So yeah, I need to stay somewhere. The hotels you get sick of real quick.
Oh yeah, if you're going to be there for almost another year, you certainly want something that you're going to be comfortable in, and who cares where you throw your socks.
You got it, and then the good thing about it is you can leave your stuff there and not have to worry about packing, unpacking, packing, unpacking, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, sounds good, Albert. See you drive up there tomorrow, and maybe even throw some kind of antenna up on the balcony as well.
Well, that's the plan. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do it. I'll be on the third floor balcony, but I've got a few ideas there. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, we'll let you pick up a few more there, Bill. VA3VT.
Okay, Albert, sounds good, and thanks so much for checking in. So with that, let's stand by and see if we have any more check-ins for the Lake Ontario Radio Club that come now.
VA3MHV.
Victor Echo 3, Sierra Mike, November.
Victor Echo 3, November Papa Hotel.
Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey.
Okay, I think I got all of those, and I'll start with Mark. Good evening, Mark. VA3MHV, VA3IUK. How you doing?
Good evening, Bill, and all on net. I'm doing well, Bill. Well announced anyway. Surviving the heat like the rest of us. Glad to hear you back on the radio. Glad you're around. There's a few people concerned the last little bit that no one had heard from Bill, so we're all glad to hear that you're alive and well. I'm glad Chris got his antennas back up too. That sounds good after the balcony refurb dilemma there, so it's good to hear that in order. Not much going on here, Bill. I did a little radio this weekend. As we all know, conditions are not fantastic, but I made a few HF contacts. I've just been hanging out, enjoying my weekend. Back to you, Bill.
Roger to that, Mark. Yeah, no, everything's okay. I just haven't been doing too much of any type of radio. I haven't even had I haven't even been on the list monitoring the repeater that much in the last few days. It's been busy with other stuff, but yeah, everything's cool. Haven't been going out doing reporter for that reason. The band conditions kind of suck, and still haven't done much with the home station here as well. So, but anyways, I'm glad to see that at least you're doing okay, and that you're making a few contacts anyway. Let's just hope the band conditions improve.
Absolutely. Yeah, we can only get better from here, hopefully. Anyway, I'll let you pick up the others, Bill, and I'll be listening along. VA3MHV.
Sounds good, Mark. Thanks for checking in. Now, the next call, I'm not sure if I've got it right. I'm not sure if it's VA3 or VE3, and I've got Sierra November Victor. I'm not sure if that's correct. Is there a station that checked in that had Sierra something in the call?
That could have been me, Victor Echo 3, Sierra Mike November.
Sierra Mike November. Yeah, I had that wrong. Yeah, good evening. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you very much for asking. Good evening, everyone on net. This is Matt, Mike, Alpha Tango Tango. Fairly new to this, but I know you guys listening there have talked to me before. Just a quick in and out. Hope everyone's doing well, and that's about all for tonight.
Okay, Matt. Is that VA or VE?
Echo, Victor Echo.
Roger, Roger. Well, thanks a lot for checking in, and hope that we hear from you again in the future. And next I have, I think, is VE3 November Papa Hotel. Good evening.
Hi, VA3 NTH, Nikki from Hamilton, and just checking in to say hi. It's been a beautiful day to look out the window from my air-conditioned apartment.
Glad to hear from you, Nikki, and glad that at least you have air conditioning. Certainly needed on a day like this.
Sure do. 7-3 for now.
7-3, and thanks very much for checking in. And before I pick up Mac, I'd like to acknowledge that Wade has checked in on YouTube along with Larry and Chuck. So, some activity on YouTube. If you check into YouTube, don't forget to smash the like button. I'm sure Mac would appreciate it. Speaking of Mac, let's see how his day's been going. VA3IMW, VA3IUK.
Well, good evening, Bill, and everybody else on net. Special welcome to Nikki. Good to hear you on the air, and trust we hear lots more from you. Doing a fine job there. Anyways, Sunday afternoon is the usual time where you get groceries and you do this and that and the other. Not a whole lot of yard work, obviously. I think everybody's hiding from the heat. It's nice and cool here down in the radio room, but looking forward to getting back into the office. A lot of key things going to happen the next couple of weeks with my current projects, so looking forward to that. Trust Albert has packed lots of water for the next few days. Stay hydrated, my friend, out there in the heat as you're constructing. Think that's about it for now, Bill. Thanks for doing this one. And oh yes, by the way, we are live streaming, and anybody who wants to follow along, just look at my call sign VA3IMW in the YouTube search box and scroll down until you see that red sticker that says live, and that's where you're going to find us. All right, we'll be following along tomorrow night with the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club Nets, UHF, EHF, with Marty at 7 p.m. and obviously with Rick, VE3BK on 40 meters at 8 o'clock. That's about it for now. Thanks again, VA3MW. Back to net.
Yeah, sounds good, Mac. And I've been avoiding the heat today, that's for sure. Just outside to water some plants, and that's about it. So, we'll enjoy hope you get caught up at work. I know you had a couple trips there that might have put you behind, but I'm sure you'll be able to catch up. Before I do move on, do you want to put a plug in for the 21st and maybe encourage people to check out the post that we have on Discord?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, and we really haven't solidified it as to the 21st or the 22nd. It's a Sunday or Saturday option in a number of parks. So looking forward to our full get together, do a little group activation, and share some stories and some time together. Anyways, Saturday, Sunday, 21st, 22nd, and look it up on Discord. See the park selections. I think we've got it somewhere nailed down to Pier 4, Confederation Park, the Water Factory, or Steam Factory. I'm not sure if there's another one in there, but any other suggestions for park locations that are going to be easily accessible for those that are driving, riding motorcycles, e-scooters, and taking the bus by chance. Looking forward to your feedback there. And thanks again, Bill.
Yeah, we have 4 parks. We have Canal Park. I don't know if you mentioned that. Of course, yeah, Pier 4. I'm looking at it now. Hamilton Waterworks and Confederation Beach Park. I've noticed we've only had 3 people respond. So if anybody has Discord, if you could go up there and put your preference in for park, it would be very much appreciated. Thanks, Mac. Anything else before I move on?
Oh, congratulations to Victor Echo 3 Hotel Papa Oscar. I see Larry has posted the Worked All States Award. So everybody who's contributed to utilizing the club call to hunt or activate, been very instrumental in getting the club call that award. So congratulations, one and all.
Oh, very good. Yeah, I sort of forgot about that. I'm glad that you reminded us about that. So when I do get out doing some polling again, we'll see if we can pad the stats even more. So thanks a lot, Mac. And with that, let's see if there's anyone else that would like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Come now.
VA3NCA.
VA3CJZ.
Okay, recognizing 2 more gentlemen in there. At least I said I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on being gentlemen. With that, before I get myself in trouble, let's pick up Chuck and see how his day went. Good evening, Chuck. How are you?
He said it.
It was ahead of me.
Oh, did I mix that up? I apologize. Oh, you're right, too. I'm sorry. Wade, VA3NCA, VA3IUK. Good evening.
VA3IUK, VA3NCA. I thought it was a comment on my gentlemanness or something, but no worries. We'll all get there. There's time for everybody, so I don't mind the order. Welcome to the new check-ins, Matt and Nikki. Matt and Nikki. Welcome to the Hamilton area net. If you heard us talking about Discord and you're interested, we have a local Hamilton area Discord. It focuses mostly on POTA, Parks on the Air, but not entirely, just amateur radio in general. And if you're interested, you can look up my call sign VA3NCA, Victor Alpha 3 November Charlie Alpha on QRZ, and send me a quick email, and I can respond back with an invite to that Discord. If Discord is a thing you're interested in, and you want to know what ham radio things are going on in the neighborhood. Other than that, Bill, haven't done much radio at all. Good to hear you again. I think our paths haven't crossed lately between me not being around and you not being around, but I am still doing that cycling thing for the month of August, but today had to cut it to a short 63 kilometers because, man, it was hot out there. But it was a good time, so went out for a community ride today, a slow ride around the lakeshore, actually the bayfront. So that was nice. Back to you.
Oh, it sounds good, and I know that you're getting your now I'm just got to get set straight on something. Have you reached your goal yet for kilometers, or are you still working on it?
Still working on it. The goal is 1,750, and I just broke 1,000 today, so I'm at 1,020-ish right now. So I have over 700 more to go, but I've done a century ride every day except for today and one other day that I took off. So that helped get the kilometers in the bank, so that when I go back to work next week, close enough to my goal that that I can do the rest of it in the balance of the month. You get the calendar month of August to do your to reach your goal. So I am on track, but not quite there yet.
Well, no, but I think you're over halfway there, so I'm sure you're going to be able to make your goal okay. So I guess when you just before I move on and pick up Chuck, so when you go to work, do you cycle in and you can count those kilometers as well? Like,
Yeah, absolutely. So once I return to work, I'll be riding in, which I'm a little close, so that's only worth about 5K each way. So there's that, then there's evenings, and then weekends. So I usually try and get the bulk of the kilometers out of the way in the first 2 weeks that I take off, and that was the plan this year as well. Weather was great up until today. Well, yesterday was warm too, but I chose a trail that's got a lot of tree cover, which helped out a lot. But then today we have a set thing for our community ride, so we were out there in the sun. So I did 2 loops of it, and 63 kilometers later decided it was time to go home. So we'll use some of that kilometers in the bank for today.
oh, very good. Yeah. Well, you're on track anyway, so that's good. So thanks for checking in, Wade, and I'm glad that you're doing that. It's a good way to keep fit, and I'm sure you're meeting other people when you do it. That's stuff you love. So thanks a lot for checking in. Anything else before I move on?
No, that's good. For me today, I just wanted to do a quick check-in, let people who are listening who are new hands know that we also have the Discord, and they could reach out to get an invite. And you can pass it on to another fine gentleman down the line there, CJ said. VA3IMW, back to you there, Bill.
Yep, absolutely. And echo that. Welcome, new hams. And if you're interested, Discord, as Mac was saying before, it centers a lot on Boda, but it does have a lot of other useful information. So with that, let's pick up Chuck and see what he's up to. VA3CJZ, VA3IUK. Good evening, Chuck.
VA3CJZ. Good evening, Bill, and all on net. And welcome to the net, Matt and Nikki. Nice to hear some fresh voices on here. And I'm wondering how those other cyclists are doing. I don't know if it was today or yesterday. They had like a 600 or 700 kilometer run. Going up to London and all around and then back to Hamilton. And so quite the warm weekend for that. It's too bad. If they had, I wonder if any of them have those little umbrellas that sit on top of your head. Because I know when I wear a baseball cap there, I just sweat even more. It makes me hotter. Sure, it'll keep the sun out of your eyes, but it sure heats up the top of the head. So I've seen those little umbrellas, but if you're cycling, that's a different story, though. But those little umbrellas that you don't have to carry, you just put it on top of your head there and covers you up. Those are pretty cool. They're usually, I think, red, white, and blue or something. And they would come in handy nowadays, I'll tell you. Other than that there, Bill, turned on the radio this morning, scanned around, couldn't hear anyone. And then I went to QRZ and checked out the numbers, and that was like a big, everything red or yellow, and it still is. And the A index is at like 22 right now, so the absorption is high, and signals aren't reflecting that well. Anyhow, I'll pass it back to you, Bill.
Roger, Chuck. Yeah, I know the importance of wearing a hat, though. Some kind of head cover. I know for me that's essential, and of course for people these days, especially when you start to get older, you need those proper sunglasses and proper head cover to avoid getting any kind of carcinoma on the, on your face. Nose and ears are usually pretty susceptible to that, so you're smart if you wear some kind of covering. And I used to wear baseball caps, but I don't anymore for that
Yeah, the straw hats I think are the best. There's more air that flows through the straw hats, I believe, and keeps you a little bit cooler. But it's, you got to find the right gear, right? The right fit and all that stuff when you're looking at hats. Everybody's head is different. Anyways, I've been given some new medication for my diabetes and kind of feeling a little bit of the side effects. One of them is nausea. So I'm hoping that will pass soon. And I want to keep taking this medicine. So, yeah, other than that, just hanging out in here and keeping the birds happy outside. We got our little kiddie pool with about maybe 2 inches in there and a solar fountain. And I do have a bird bath that I replenish the water every day there. They love to swim and drink in there, I'll tell you that. Anyways, other than having the A-Rag net coming up this Wednesday, I just want to remind everyone that September 10th is the 32-year anniversary for the A-Rag net. That's the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, started by John, VA3JSU, over 31 and a bit there years ago. So we're going to be celebrating the 32 years on September 10th. And once again, we're there every Wednesday at 8 p.m. on 146.430. Thanks for doing this one, Bill. I'll send it back to you, sir.
That sounds good, Chuck. And I was going to give you the opportunity to put a plug in for your net, but I'm glad that you were able to get that in there. Just one quick question before I move on. When those birds land and they take a bath, do they ever leave you any tips?
Well, I have a little plastic chair there, and they like to perch themselves there, and they sure leave me tips all over that thing.
Some idea you're going to come back with that. Thanks a lot, Chuck.
Yeah, nothing the hose can't spray off or a little scrub brush.
Yeah, Roger, to that. It reminds me of back when I lived in Toronto, and I remember when the Sky Dome opened up for the Blue Jays baseball, and I think the first time that the dome was open, a friend of mine and his friend went there, and they were sitting there enjoying the game, and I think one of them got dumped on their hat. So after that, we started calling it the Sky Dump.
Oh yeah, I worked the carnival during the 80s there, and you used to get the odd droppings. Hey, why am I wet and there's not a cloud in the sky? And of course, not just here, but anywhere where those birds fly over.
Yeah, it's not exactly manna from heaven, right?
Yeah, exactly. But, some people are fortunate to never have had that experience, but it's happened to me. But at least it wasn't while I was looking up with my mouth open.
That's right. Keeping an eye on something. Okay, Chuck. Well, thanks a lot for checking in. I better move on and see if there's anybody else that would like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club net, because this conversation is for the birds. Anyone else from Lake Ontario Radio Club net? Come now.
VA3IMW recheck.
VA3LBI recheck. Okay, a couple of rechecks there. Go ahead, Mac.
Thank you very much. For Nikki, just a quick note. I did send you an email invitation to our Discord. So if you happen to see an email from an unrecognizable call sign, that's me, va3imw@gmail.com. Feel free to click the link and you're automatically a member of our Discord. Thanks, Bill. Back to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Glad you acknowledged that, Nikki, and feel free to make use of our Discord server. There's a lot of nice people on there too, so there you go. And thanks a lot.
for questions. Did anybody hear from Guy about the Discord? I wasn't sure if I know a couple of people sent out their email addresses. I just wondered. Or Chuck, do you happen to have Guy's email address? VA3CJZ.
You know, I don't. I might. I'd have to look in my email, my Outlook there. But I thought I could find it on Facebook, but I haven't so far. Just give me a second here. I'm going to pull up the Outlook and see if I have him listed in my contacts.
Okay, because you could actually send him, you personally can send him an invite. And the second question is, Bill, where is Canal Park?
Canal Park is in Dundas.
Okay, you know the park number offhand?
Not offhand, no.
Okay, no issue. All right, that was my two things. Anyways, yeah, Chuck, you can actually send him an invite. You can go into the Discord, and at the top, I think it is, you'll find a spot where you can send a request out to somebody. And as long as you have his email address, you can just fire it off to him if you wish.
Charlie Alpha 5567.
Charlie Alpha 5567. Thank you.
All right.
Go ahead, comment.
All right, well, you got the park number. I was just about to go on that, but you said conversation is for the birds, but I got reach for the mic and the rechecks got me, so I'm just going to say tweak.
Okay, yep, there you go.
CJ said.
Go ahead, Chuck.
He found his email address, and I will open up Discord now, because I tried that the other day, and damned if I could remember his email address, but now I found it, and so I'll open up Discord and send him an invite that way.
Okay, perfect. Thanks very much. All right, thank you. And Bill, thanks for doing it. I'll back out of here. VE3LBI.
Okay, thanks, Larry. That's one thing that this net is for, and glad that people get things, transactions and traffic taken care of. So before I close the net down, let's see if there's any last call check-ins or any more rechecks. Come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Tango Delta Echo, Theodore from Burlington.
Victor Echo 3, every known joke. Bill in the North End.
Okay, stand by, Bill. And what was that call? I think it was Tango Delta Echo, VE3 Tango Delta Echo. Good evening.
VA3TDE, Theodore from Burlington. Just got home and staying on my deck. Put my handheld on scan mode, and I've seen this net going on, so I just wanted to check in and say hello to everyone. VA3TDE, back to net control.
VE3TDE, VE3IUK. Wow, that's good signal from a handheld from Burlington. You're full quieting into the repeater.
VA3TDE, yeah, I just bought an antenna. It's like tactical antenna, how they call it. It was like $15 on AliExpress, and foldable, 1 meter long, and it looks like works well. It's the first feedback I got for it. Thank you.
Oh, very good. Yeah, nice signal into the repeater from Burlington. How much power are you putting out?
I just wanted to be sure I can hit the repeater, so I'm transmitting with 10 watts right now.
Well, it's a very solid signal into the repeater with good audio as well. Thanks so much for checking in.
Comment.
Go ahead, comment.
VA3CJZ. I have that gentleman full quieting on reverse, no signal, but the audio is fully readable. And my location is just east of the Hamilton Tiger Cat Stadium in Hamilton.
He's doing a good job from Burlington, wherever he is. Wherever he is in Burlington. Burlington. He's got good audio to the repeater as well. But anyways, thanks a lot for checking in from Burlington.
Comment, contact.
Go ahead, Mac.
Yeah, VA3TDE is Theodore from Burlington, Ontario, and certainly appreciate making contact with us tonight. And you said you're running 10 watts, but I'd be interested to know what your antenna setup is. You're doing a fine job.
VA3TDE, thank you for the feedback. Like I said, it's just a foldable antenna connected with my handheld. It's 1 meter long. I'm located in Burlington between Walker's line and Wells line and transmitting in 10 watts. I didn't expect to have such a good result. Back to net control.
Yep, QSL coming into the Hamilton repeater with a little bit of noise, but to my station here on the West Mountain in Hamilton, an S3 to an S4, depending on how you hold your tongue. Thanks, Theo. We're here several nights a week, and this repeater is quite active, so feel free to pop in there and say hello at any time. All right, thanks, Bill. I'll turn it back to you.
Yeah, Roger, Mac, and thanks a lot for checking in, Theodore, and don't be a stranger, and feel free to check in as often as you wish. With that, let's pick up Bill there in the north end and see how what he's up to. VE3, every kind of junk. VE3IUK, good evening.
Evening, Bill, and everybody. And, not much new. Darn hot. My downstairs air conditioner was struggling to keep up, but it took the edge off. I had a good excuse then to do nothing and just sit back, watch TV, watch the news to keep my blood pressure up. It always manages to do that. And other than that, pet the cat, scratch the dog, nothing else new to report.
Yeah, Roger, to that. As I say, I pretty much made it indoor today as well, but it's central air here, so it's quite comfortable, 73 degrees in here, so I don't like it too cold. I don't appreciate that, so I don't know if I'll be able to open up the windows overnight or not, but we shall wait and see. But as I say, Bill, pretty much the same thing, just been watching documentaries all day long and catching up on a little bit of computer work.
Well, that's all you can do when it's hot like this. I have to smile, though. The newsies and everything, they're all talking like this is setting records. Well, maybe it set a record for August 10th, but weather doesn't go accurately by calendar from year to year to year. It means nothing unless you look at the 9th or the 15th or whatever. And, it's when you get as old as I am, and others too, I'm sure will agree with me, we have to smile and shake our heads because younger folks, everybody relates to their own particular life. So they think that somehow there's been this big change and it's proof positive, the climate is changing and we're all going to fry or whatever. I can remember when I was, 100 years ago when I was working outside as a construction inspector, and we had days that were up in the mid-90s that stretched out for a week or two, and I've seen charts that show the absolute highest temperatures were back in the late 20s, early 30s, the Dust Bowl years. So it's, Mother Nature, our whole lifetimes are just a blink in their eye. Anyway, back to you, Bill. VE3IUK and the bunch. VE3, every known joke.
Yeah, I would pretty much have to agree with you there, Bill. I can remember some, hotter summers, even in the, hot summers in the last, 10 to 15 years that would be tantamount to what we had this year. That's for sure. 2007 and 2012 come to mind Oh, by the way, did you ever get your invite for Discord there, Bill?
Never got an invite, but my senior's memory actually triggered today. And about 2 hours ago, I looked up Wade on the QRZ page, saw the link to the HHCC whatever, I don't know, went there, saw the link to Discord, checked in, and I now have an account.
VA3NCA comment?
Go ahead, Wade.
VA3IUK and other Bill there, VA3NCA. Yeah, that is a great Discord. It's not the same one we're talking about though, but the good news is one Discord account, free account, you can join up to multiple Discords with. So if you'd like, you can email me and I'll send you the link. The problem with so HRCC Discord is a fancy Discord. They pay extra and they get to get an invite that never expires. Our Discord is the free version, and the invites only last 7 days. So we can't really post it anywhere because 7 days later it'd be no good. So that's why we email them out. So if you'd like a local Hamilton Discord, email us, or I'll go look you up on QRZ, and maybe there's an email there, and I'll send you the link. Or let's see, Mac is often on the ball there. Maybe we'll mail you a link. So just so you know, the Discord you clicked on, if you got it from my QRZ page, that's HRCC community, which is where I do my US exams through. As an AE or a BE for them, and so that's why I have that posted there. So we're talking about a second Discord, but don't worry, there's lots of Discords out there, and you can join them all. Back to you there, Bill.
Okay, well, I'm just fumbling around here. I'm trying to see if I got my latest email. I had the same email since they invented emails with Bell. And Bell just got too expensive. They're not the server they were. So I changed servers, saved over $250 a month for more service. I just had to get a plug in. And now I keep tripping across sites that I haven't gotten around to, putting my new email in. So I'll check it out in the next 3 or 4 seconds and make sure that when you email me, which I do appreciate, Wade, it'll be the right one. It'll be a Gmail address, in case you're faster than I am.
I'm just looking at you on QRZ. I see a Simpatico address. Is that the correct one or not?
No.
Okay. I don't see a Gmail one. So either if you want to email me or let me know, I'll scribble down your address.
Okay, I don't have any, here we are. What's it saying now, QRZ? This is your account email only. I won't hold everything up while I figure all that out. Some of these accounts, they give you a hard time changing your email address. And I had to fight with some of my utility bills. They would, insist on going through a verification process that sent me back verification codes to the email address that was dead. Go figure. I don't know. Anyway, my email address, wcostello, just like Abbott, 338 gmail.com. QSL?
QSL, wcostello338 @gmail.com. Roger.
C'est moi, mon ami.
Okay, very good. Glad we got that straightened out. Anything else, Bill?
Nope. That was more excitement than this old guy's used to.
There you go. Okay, well, I'm glad that you got that straightened out, and you can get on Discord and you can go choose what park you would like to see us at for the So with that, let's see if there's any other last minute check-ins or any more comments before closing that down. Come now. Okay, nothing heard. I'd like to thank all those that checked in, and everybody have a good evening. And I'd like also to thank Terry V3IQL for the use of the repeater. Very much appreciated. So this is Bill V3IUK and Dundas saying 7-3 all and turning this repeater back to normal amateur use. Have a good evening, folks.
VE3 EKJ, VA3IMW, email with your Discord invite has been sent.
You're faster than I am, Mac. VA3IMW.
Clickety click. Bob a trick.
Figure out what the heck they do at QRZ. I got into what I thought was my account, changed the email, and then they tell me that's not the email they publicly sent. So I don't know. I got to figure out what the heck they're doing. Strange people down there.
Put in a service ticket. That's the best way to go.
I think you're right. Shouldn't need to, though. You'd think they'd have a logical flow chart to things.
No logic there. Yep. They're trying to make sure that you don't get hacked and they don't get hacked by somebody trying to take over your account.
That kind of thinking reminds me of why I don't like going to China Tire anymore, because they lock everything up so much to keep the theft down that it's too much of a pain in the ass for this old guy to wander all around the store looking for somebody to unlock it. I just don't go there anymore, so they lose their honest customers.
There's no such thing as an honest customer. We're all a little bit criminal when it comes to that. Anyways, when you get that thing, when you get that email in your inbox, click on the link and you'll be in the back door.
Merci encore, mon ami.
Dos cerveza, por favor.
There to you, Bill.
What was that?
Oh, it's back to you. You're net control.
Oh, net shut down now.
Oh, okay. Now we can just be obstreperous. How's that for a big word? I try to learn a new one every day.
It's better being obsequious.
Well, give me a chance.
Check me in, Bill. It's right about. Okay, got you the late check-in out. Now, Bill, one time somebody called me an obsequious miscreant. How do you like that?
And a elephant at that. And Al, is your wife back home tonight, or are you eating pizza again tonight?
I don't know. The family day on Sunday. The wife's home. We got Owen, one of my grandkids, over for the night. I'm looking forward to dinner. I think it was chicken dippers and rice and peppers. Listen to that. I'm going to stuff my face on that.
Glad to see you're not going hungry. Going back into work tomorrow?
Nah, I'm not going until Wednesday. That's home 3 days a week. So, see what that is that? I don't know. I don't know what the hell I want to do, man. I really don't. But I want to get some unemployment out of the government. I figure they owe me.
Well, have that quiet side chat with the boss and see if you can come to an agreement.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm doing. So, I don't know. I'm done. My legs are killing me. My
I can't move. I don't know what the hell's going on.
If you stop moving, that's not a good thing. You got to keep moving at some rate. And if you can keep moving for 4 hours, that's a good thing. That's good exercise. Anyways, yeah, like I say, have a chat with the boss. And if he feels that he can give you a layoff notice and you make an agreement with him that you're not going to come after him for severance, then you have grounds to collect EI for 26 weeks or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. Hey, you get a contract or agreement, I would do it. So, I'm done. 40, what the hell is it, 48 years. I'm so messed up. All because I took the freaking winter off. That's where things went south on me. I don't know. It's all messed up for me.
Yep, when you slow down, that's where the bits and pieces no longer work as well as they used to, and that's not a good thing. At least with the summertime, you're out in the pool. Keep all the bits and pieces moving there, Al, or else everything's going to seize up and they'll just make a statue out of you.
Yeah, I don't know. I keep trying to move around, go to the chiropractor. I think I'm done with him. It's not helping. It's just the same old crap. I don't know if it's my hips or my back. I haven't got a freaking clue anymore, but I don't know. It's just weird.
Yep, it's pretty much everything. Like I say, you got to keep all the bits and pieces moving. And herbology is also a good thing to look into. Shark cartilage is a good supplement if you find your joints are getting stiff and sore. There's a few other things that you can help to augment your movement. Anyways, if you throw your symptoms into the Google search, there's going to be an AI thing that comes up and describes the herbal alternatives for what you might be able to help keep everything moving. So shark cartilage is definitely something if you got any symptoms of arthritis or stuff like that. But yeah, there are herbal doctors that can help deal with mobility and other issues like that. It's a good alternative thing. You don't want to start pumping chemicals into you. That's just going to eat up your liver and all the rest of that stuff.
Totally agree on that. I won't take pills. I never have. Doctors before this pill pusher, they wouldn't prescribe me anything because I wouldn't take them. They all knew it. I don't want to mask it. I want relief, but I'm not going to mask it to get it because I'm only going to screw myself up worse than I already am.
Yeah, you're pretty much like I am. I'll take what I need to when I have to succumb to it, and that's probably going to be a self-induced morphine shot once in a while. But yeah, pain is supposed to tell you what you're doing to yourself isn't good, and that allows you to stop doing it. So yeah, medicating to kill the pain tells you that you're going to keep hurting yourself until you're no longer able to function. So, anyways, enjoy your dinner there, Al, and make sure that she packs a little extra away in the freezer.
Got it.
Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, another thing you look at too is something called glucosamine. What's that? Send me a text on that, Bill. You too, Matt. Help me out here. Send one ear and out the other most times. Yeah, if you guys got ideas, send me a text or email, whatever. I'm looking for help. Roger to that help.
I hate IT guys.
Who's that, Bill?
Yeah, it's me. VA3IUK, VA3KJ. Got my email changed to QRZ page. That was okay. But here I am at Discord. Mac sent me the link for the local Discord. But it seems to be confused. It came up and started going through the verification process for me to set up an account with Mac's link. But it spits that back at me for verification saying the email is already registered. And of course, where I go where I'm already registered, I'm at the Discord that you guys say I shouldn't be at. So now I just don't know where I stand.
Just like a farmer outstanding in your field.
Yep. But the problem, this is the same problem I have with so many of these things. The flow chart of whoever sets these things up never quite makes sense to me. I guess, I don't know, maybe I'm so old, English has changed. Long and the short of it is, I can't log into the link that Mac sent me. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll just have to see if I can send a please help message to somebody. When I tried to get a home delivery of groceries from Walmart, just changing my email address, they finally had to totally zap my existing account with the old email address and just had me register as somebody brand new, which is a workaround, but why bother even posting a process that won't work to change it in the first place?
Now, I'm not sure, but I haven't logged into my Discord account, just automatically logged in. Is your email address, Mac, is that your username?
For Discord, not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure because if it's showing solid being registered, he can try logging in with his password as a username and just click on forgot password. That's why I asked that.
No, it sounds like he's already in Discord, but he's in Discord with another Discord site, but not the free version. So perhaps the best workaround for this is for him to log out of the Discord user that he has active and then click the link in the email that I sent him and see if it gets him inside the door.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yep.
Doesn't work. That's too logical. Not allowed.
VA3NPH here. May I interject?
Go ahead, Nikki. Please bring some. Go ahead.
I can't receive a text number. This is why the internet's such garbage these days. The last time I had this problem with, no cell phone to receive a verification code, I was trying to put a few more dollars on my Presto card for riding the bus and using a TD Bank Visa card. And it walked me through this long process and at the very end said, okay, we're sending you a text code. And I couldn't get to straighten out. They just assume that the entire world has a cell phone.
Wish we could always go back to 97 for technology.
Go back to 87 or more, that's when I got my first cell phone. I was a sales guy. I had them from when they were invented. And when I came off the road, just after 911, as I was coming back home over the Skyway Bridge, I threw my cell phone out from the top of the Skyway Bridge. True story. Because to me, it was the biggest pain in the ass I ever had, because it was only an aggravation. I got calls in the evening. I couldn't take holidays. Customers would be phoning me on holidays. It was just an aggravation. And, you know, later on as they advanced, I'm thinking, I don't need a cell phone to play Angry Birds. And I really can't stand having to use my thumbs trying to do a virtual keyboard. I've got a desktop before that I can make fly. So I swore I will never have a cell phone again.
VA3LBA.
Hi, Larry.
VA3EKJ, you are a member already. You're already a member of this group. I'm not sure why you can't see it. I was listening along here. Wade actually sent you a message there, but it's not under the actual people. It's under the group. Under he's got general conversations. I'm surprised you can't see the icons on the left-hand side that run underneath the where you're actually talking to individual people.
Well, now I've got a different screen. I don't know what the heck is going on here. It says ham radio, and below it, it has a # ham radio, more ham radio, ham help antennas, flying space radio. Has that got anything to do with where I would like to be?
No, not that I know of. You did mention it at the top, though. You saw everything where you could say, friends. They had a list of people or whatever you probably are friends with.
Well, it says you can add friends with their Discord username. Send friend request. Is that what some people, illiterates like me, incorrectly think is a search function?
Well, what you're doing, you're looking at actually for a chat between people. Below that, you see nothing on the left-hand side, no icons that you can click on. One that might look like HPG.
Nope. There's HRCC. There's a plus sign with an exclamation point, just sort of waving up and down. Friends, shop, direct messages, the next column over. A little farther over in the middle of the page, there's explore discoverable servers. But a lot of my problem with this sort of thing is that I'm not always conversant with the actual terminology. So they may call search, I don't know, wang a tink a click click for all I could tell, and then think I'm an idiot for not realizing that.
So what are you using to actually get into Discord? What software? Are you on a computer?
Desktop, Windows 11.
I'd suggest you try signing out and signing back in and see if it clears it up. Excuse me. And see if you see the icons on the left-hand side. Also, what browser are you using? Safari, whatever, Explorer, some 20,010 or whatever. I don't know what's out there anymore.
I've used DuckDuckGo the last few years because it eliminates those damn ads from following me and sending me all the spam.
You know, what I suggest then is why don't you try signing out of Discord and going back into it, the address to it, and see if it'll actually populate on the left-hand side there, the actual icons for the different servers that you are a member of. Comment. Yeah, go ahead, Bill. Maybe better off to download the Discord app. Yeah, I don't use it. I just use discord.com on my browser. That's it. Okay, I use the app. I don't know if it
EKJ, I would suggest try signing out, coming back into it, see if it makes any difference. And thanks for the suggestion too, Bill. IUK.
Well, I've been in and out. Didn't seem to make any difference. But as I was saying, I think I doubled on you. I'm on a select friends screen. It says you don't have any friends to add, and a button for add friend. Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Is there a friend to add that will get me into the Hamilton Discord?
No, you're in a chat. You're at the top at the chat portion. On the left-hand side, there should be icons that are sitting there. I don't know what other Discord sites you're connected to. Are you connected to any other Discord sites?
I don't think so. The only identified button on the left-hand side is HRCC, Ham Radio Crash Course. And I assume that's some overall site for Discord. I don't know.
I'm just trying to get an idea of what your screen's looking like here, Bill.
Bill, you said you had a plus button with an exclamation point. What happens when you click that?
Well, let's give it a try here. Create your server. Your server is where you and your friends hang out. Make yours and start talking. I can create my own, start from a template, gaming friends, study group, have an invite already. Join a server.
Click join a server and try that link you got. Copy that link into join a server.
Stand by. Here we go. Hit the button. Join server. Welcome to the Hamilton POTA group.
Congratulations!
I'm quite amazed because I know absolutely nothing about Discord. That's why I'm rarely on it. Wow.
Well, I think it's because you're sober, and whoever set up the pages for Discord, I don't think they work.
Okay, there you are at the top. Bill with a blue icon. Bluish purple icon, yup.
I exist. Okay, Discord community guidelines. Check here for local activation spots. Let us know when you plan to activate. Share your POTA activations. Join the conversation. Of course, since I don't have a phone with me, if I ever get out to do an activation, I won't be doing it through Discord, but as a hunter, I suppose I can use it.
And there's also a Nikki showing online too, both with no call sign yet though, so they're both there. VA3WPG.
Thank you. I owe you a beer.
Or 6.
VA3LBI.
Speaking of 6, go ahead.
Yeah, at the bottom now, Bill, do you see at the very bottom of your screen, it says Bill, and it'll show you online. Do you see that at the bottom of the screen on the left-hand side, Bill?
That's me.
Okay, do you see like a gear? Beside that, you got a bell and a gear?
Yeah, settings.
Okay, so click on settings. Okay, I gotta find the right spot here. I think it's under account. Yes. Then click on account.
I'm looking at my account. There's my display name. They gave me a username. Okay.
Okay, under display name, change it to your call sign with your first name. So it'd be Bill, whatever you want to do, dash, underscore, don't care, and then put it in the capitals you want, Victor Echo 3, your EKJ, and save that, and now it'll all come up every time we want to know who Bill is. It'll also have your call sign beside it.
Okay, just stand by a sec. Call sign in capitals?
Whatever you want, you can do capitals, it doesn't matter. So, what's your name, though? Usually put your name at the first. Like in my case, mine's my name underscore with my call sign, Victor Echo 3, Lima Bravo, India. And that's on the display name, not the username, display name.
VE3EKJ.
I don't think there's anything you have to do to save it. I don't remember. But I think you probably have changed it. If you back out, go back in, you'll probably know it's been changed.
Well, it definitely had a save changes button, so I figured I'd better do it.
And you've done it right.
Work gets updated, I see it here.
Okay, well, nothing's happening right now, so, but at least I'm ready.
VE3EKJ. Also at the very bottom of that, if you scroll down to all those, there's one thing in there, it's called the voice channels. You can actually converse back and forth with the video under where it says general voice.
Okay, is that in profiles where I've just added my call sign to my name?
No, sir, back on the home page where you'll see all the different links, groups, whatever you want to call them, they're in there. No, back to the main home page. And if you scroll to the bottom, you'll see a spot there where it says voice channels, it'll say general voice.
I see it. Of course, I need a microphone, I suppose, hooked to my desktop.
Well, you could use sign language as long as you got some type of video.
I'd have to put a camera on my desktop. I'm old school. If it hasn't got tubes in it, I don't really respect it.
Anyway, okay, you're all set. I'll back out of here. I'm glad you got in and things are working for you. So, excellent. Thanks very much, Chris. That was a little bit of an insight for me myself. I've never had that issue before. So, anyways, VA3WPG, VE3LBI73.
70 VA3WPG.
I'm scrolling here through some old chat in here. There's Chuck. There's Vanya. There's Wade. Mark. Larry. There you are, Larry. All States Hunter Awards. Congratulations. Well, I couldn't have done it without you guys.
I'm glad you got in.
Anyhow, now I'm exhausted. I think I'll go get myself a coffee. Maybe check back in a bit.
If you dream about mufflers all night, you wake up exhausted, right?
Yeah, that takes me back. The sound of the car I borrowed from my buddy to get my license. Mid-60s Chevy, 396, convertible, 4-speed Muncie, stick shift, and special gear ratios in the rear end. And out comes the guy from the DOT, and he looks at the car, and he looks at me, and he shakes his head, and he hops in. And when we got back, I think it scared him, because, boy, you could hear those exhaust pipes. And he just leapt out of the car and said, you passed, and he was gone.
Oh, you're such a terror.
Then I had to go back to driving my real first car, which was a Morris Oxford with the fenders hanging on with wire.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But it was a lot of fun. You know, I had done so much work on it myself. Everybody did in those days. And now, you know, I was talking to my nephews, and they're saying, oh, you can't work on cars today, you know, because it's all computer and such. And I don't think you need a computer system to you know, put in another transmission, but they seem to, and they think that means that they can't do it.
Yeah, Roger. Yep. Oh, I was just going to remind you, so now that you're in there, if you go on the left-hand side and you go under special activations, you will see the get-together that's going to happen in September, and you can choose the part that you would prefer.
Okay, I'll have to scroll on the annual Equinox Equinox eyeball rag chew. And Wade posted that 4 days ago. And then a Support Your Parks weekend. Wade put that 26 days ago. Do I have to keep scrolling farther?
Look for something that says September 2025. Optimal Equinox eyeball rag chew. Posted 4 days ago.
Oh, I found that. It was the second one. Didn't say anything about park activations or such. It just said, September 20th, 2025, autumnal equinox. Now we got Canal Park, Pier 4 Park, and that's what I want. Is my vote valid now?
If you put it in, it'll be valid.
That was easy. I'm reminded of Groucho Marx old line. I refuse to join a club that would have me as a member.
yeah, good old Groucho.
Therefore, Park is now in the lead.
What's in the lead?
Pier 4 Park with 2 votes.
I see that, yeah. It's just refresh the page here.
Well, it's a logical choice. I think the most logical. Because it's the most central. It's got washrooms. It's got a huge parking lot. And, so it'll pull people from the west end, the east end, the mountain. It's pretty well good for everybody. Like, those sort of things are important. Like, Barry ISX is a little disappointed. My buddy and Joe and I, we've been going to Cougars for 10 years for our breakfast. And he got the club there one time, but it was a little crowded. They couldn't handle easily the number of guys who showed up. So they chose Denny's way out by Centennial Parkway, down near the QE. And we went there. The breakfast sucked, so we haven't been back. But the thing is, too, guy coming from Dundas, that's a bit of a stretch.
And they tend to like to have their stuff in remote locations, even their Monday night get together. I don't go because that would be way too long of a bus ride for me to get there.
Exactly, and I know, you take what you can get when you're trying to look for free places and such, but they have their club meetings at a church, a couple of streets in from Parkdale, and between, I guess, Cannon and Main Street, and for me, that's a bit of walking, because I can't get that close with bus routes. And worse yet, they don't meet during the summer. They only meet in the winter. And I don't really care to make muck luck of the north to go to a club meeting. So I took a pass on that.
I did for the same reason. I went to a couple meetings there, but I was able, to take the Beeline bus and get off. But you're right, it's a bit of a walk and nothing I want to be doing at night. So that's why I just sort of backed out of going to that club. Plus, unless it's changed, I wasn't too impressed. They were running it more like a business than sort of like a fun club meeting. So I just good for them if they're happy, but wasn't my cup of tea.
Well, if you live close to it, you're happy. It's just everybody else might not be so happy. And I know it's difficult, because we're all volunteers. But I would have looked around a bit more. Now, I'm guilty too. My favorite spot for a club meeting would have been just up on Wentworth, up from Burlington. There's an old school, and it was a Wentworth public school. It's a couple of stories tall. It's got auditoriums and meeting rooms and every darn thing. And the Board of Education abandoned it, but it was picked up as a community center. And the kids have basketball games, and old folks have sewing circles, and they do all sorts of things in there on a community basis. And I would imagine, because it's public service, nobody's paying. I don't think little old ladies can afford, to pay for a sewing circle or whatever. I would think a club as a public service organization could have that place for free. And at least that's a little more central. And guys who are driving, it would be easier on them, but it would sure be easier for those of us who have to ride the buses, Bill.
Yeah, well, me, riding the bus, it's a way of life. I don't know any different. I've always, I had to ride the bus or, depend on somebody else for a ride. But as I say, I don't feel comfortable being out at night, taking transit anymore.
Well, that school on Wentworth, there's nothing around but a few industrial things and a few old North Enders. And oddly enough, I moved out from Stony Creek when my marriage broke up. And I was a bit of a snob. I assumed that it was going to be like the slums of Detroit down here in the North End. I was completely, utterly wrong. And I had some burglary in my car and things in the driveway and everything out in Stony Creek. And I had said to the one cop who came out, I said, I thought I lived in a good neighborhood. He says, you do. Why on earth would a thief hit a poor neighborhood? Well, once I started living down here, I was thinking,
Okay, thank you, Anthony. Let me pass you off to Antonio now. My call is Kilo Charlie 2 Alpha November Sierra. This is Kilo Bravo to Sierra X-ray time. Let me pass him off. My call is Kilo Charlie 2 Alpha November Sierra. This is Kilo Bravo 2 Sierra X-ray time. I got 259, 59 into the park, US 1623 over. Yeah, Roger, thank you very much, 73, and have a good night there, Tony.
Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey.
Whiskey 4, Mike Alpha Charlie. Whiskey 4, Mike Alpha Charlie, 59 into US 1623. Call here is Kilo Charlie 2 Alpha November Sierra. USO, you are 59 in Florida. I will stand by for the second out. What is it? 54. Okay. Whiskey 4. Mike Alpha Charlie, I got you 59, 59 into my park, US 1623. Roger, thank you very much. November 1, Texas. November 1, Tango Lima, 59, US 1623, call it Kilo Charlie 2, Alpha November Sierra. Good now? November 1, Tango Lima, this is Kilo Bravo 2 Sierra X-ray Tango. You're 59, 59 and 2 to 4, US 1623, over. 73, good luck.
Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. You guys are making quite a stir. Great signal up into Ontario, 59 and 15 over. Very good, very good. Jersey boys. Serge and Antonio, 7 threes from Ontario, 5-9 plus 15 from Ontario for both of you. 7-3.
Thank you very much. This is Kilo Charlie 2, Alpha November Sierra. Alpha 8, Juliet, India, clear. I have your 5959 to US 1623. Please hold the second off. Alpha 8, Juliet Lima, this is Kilo Bravo 2, Sierra, X-ray sign off. 559 into the park, US 1623, over. Right there, you thanks a lot. Kilo India 14. Zulu November. Kilo India 4, Yankee Zulu November. Have your 5959 US 1623 Sierra top. My call is Kilo Charlie 2, Alpha November Sierra. Let me get you to the second out. Kilo India 4, Yankee Zulu November. This is Kilo Bravo 2, Sierra, X-ray Tango. Got you. 59 into my park, US 1623, over. 73, thanks November Papa Station, November Papa.
Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. Very good, 5 and 9 in Hamilton, Ontario, and please take the club call as well. Please copy Victor Echo 3 Hotel Papa Oscar. 7 3s.
I was trying to find you a couple of times. I know you were on, but conditions weren't too good. You're 590. Hey, thanks for Pennsylvania. Appreciate the home vote. 7-3. Got me doing live here, is it? Roger, you're also 5 and 9. It's New Jersey. Hey, thanks for New Jersey. Appreciate it.
the dogs they choose, you know, they're more than smart enough. They perfectly understand, you know, that their dogs are detailed. And they're intelligent enough to look after you. And, well, I don't know how long men and dogs have lived together. I don't know, what do you think, 50,000 years? Yes, or more than that.
Well, I would think since the beginning of, man hunting, that maybe dogs have, become a part of man's realm. So, I know that probably they all came from a common ancestor. But yeah, I think you probably would agree with that.
Have the answer you like it.
Sure.
I was curious, so I asked ChatGPT, and they said the dogs have been domesticated for at least 15,000 to 30,000 years, possibly even longer. Genetic studies suggest that we might have started having dogs derived from 30,000 to 40,000 years ago.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned the common ancestor.
Well, Fred amazed me how smart he was. I might be repeating myself, Bill, but I of course wouldn't be as consistent with Nikki the first time I met him. But when Fred first came in, like my next door neighbor, her son and his girlfriend had him, and they had broken up. He had been passed around the family, her family, didn't seem to realize that she puppy was getting kind of big. The wedding was about 2 or 3. They were looking for somebody else to take them. The guy's mother, 2 doors down from me, she asked me, would you like the dog? You don't want to take it to the town. Well, that's exactly the right thing to say to me, because I couldn't stand the thoughts. So I said, all right, then I guess I got a dog. So Fred comes in, followed me around, and, a little bit, the new house is I knew he's not sure how to behave. Anyhow, he followed me upstairs, and I had a toy to give him. And he dropped it upstairs, and then he went to go downstairs, and I said, hey. And I says, we don't leave toys upstairs. So we take him downstairs. Darn it, he didn't take the toy up and take it downstairs. He was smart. And he also, I had read where German Shepherds, they have a typical vocabulary of 1,000 words. I can believe it. Sometimes it was like talking to a human. But I figure 990 words were about the same amount.
I'm quietly laughing over here.
You must be a dog person, Nikki.
We had them growing up, but just hunting dogs, but I've always loved dogs.
Yeah, one day I started to play Linda and brought her cat in. And as they say, she was a little worried. But the younger cat, he was about 4 years old. Well, they were both standoffish. Like, really cute shepherds. They didn't know anything about dogs. They weren't sure they were just trapping on. Although Fred didn't make a move. I'm convinced that dogs accept any cat in the house as family as part of the pack. Outside, a feral cat in the backyard, that's different. That is just back. But inside, no, that's family. So anyways, Fred was just willing to let the cats be standoffish and such. But the older cat, Kelly, her name was, she was about 19. And young Shadow, they had both form, great big black cat, and still, full of energy. And the poor thing, she just couldn't handle it. And after about a week of this, I heard some caterwauling going on upstairs. Fred was downstairs with me watching TV. And when he heard it, his ears perked up and he charged up the stairs like a freight train. Right into that room, and he put a stop to Shadow so fast. And after that, it's amazing. Poor old Kelly, who was scared, totally
they're very particular about who they interact with and in what way, and tend to not like these cats unless they're really young.
Well, she instantly caught it on to the fact that Fred wasn't really scary. He was willing to be her protector. They were good friends after that. Shadow, well, not so much anymore, but I thought that was good for his character.
Yeah, my mom had two cats, and they weren't even that far apart, but the one was like the other one had just needed into submission.
Well, I think, Shadow is what a young bully properly understand. Real change. Only lasted about another 6-8 months. I was at the computer upstairs one day, and she came up and stretched out on the floor beside me like she always did. And she gave a little cry and just passed right there. I wound up making a little wooden coffin. My wife, of course, was very good enough. She could imagine almost 20 years with a cat. Coffin, double the grave put a lot of rocks and things on top, before I put the soil back on, just other animals digging up the body. So that, she'll always be there in the backyard. I've always had a dog or a cat growing up. Not a home unless you have pets.
Sorry to hear that. And yeah, I hope it's not a home without a pet. I'm not in a home right now. I'm just in an apartment. My cat died. We're gonna wait until we have more space to get any more.
Do you get rescues?
Yeah, I grew up in the country, so I always used to just have cats that were from the neighborhood. But our last one I got from the SPCA. I went to see a different cat. He jumped out into my arms and started purring, and I couldn't resist.
Yeah, rescues tend to be great. I was a country boy too. I grew up in this faraway place called Tapleytown.
Yeah, I grew up in a small town on the Rideau Canal with a population of about probably 350 when I was young.
Cold up there on that canal.
It certainly can be. The weather in the Ottawa end is quite a bit different from it is in Hamilton.
Yeah, you got all those politicians up there. Did you have to pray for them?
We did regularly.
So cold, so cold was it? It was so cold I saw a politician put his hands in his shoes.
In his own pocket. Wow.
Oh boy. Yeah, oldies but goldies.
I love it. I haven't heard a lot of the really older jokes.
Well, if nothing else, we
Do
can use
whatever
them
we
as
tell them to do.
like, what did the bartender say to the horse? Fly the long street. You got it.
That was one of my favorites when I was a little kid.
Did you hear the one about the cannibal butcher?
I don't know. Never told me about it.
Well, this guy goes to the cannibal butcher shop. He lives in a cannibal tribe, a cannibal town. And he goes in, he says, listen, I'm having the family over for the weekend, so I want to, have a barbecue and, kind of show them how much I appreciate them and impress them a little bit. What do you got? And he says, I got some doctor steaks here you might be interested in. The guy says, well, how much? He says, $4.50 a pound. He says, I don't want them to think I'm cheap. $18 a pound. He says, $18? Why so expensive? The cannibal butcher looks at him and said, hey, you ever tried to clean a politician? That's a good one. Oh, I love that. Oh, yeah. I don't know who I stole that from. Way back in prehistory.
Reminds me of the joke about the guy that goes into the butcher shop and he says to the butcher, he says, well, I have 2 pounds of kidneys. And the guy says, you mean kidneys? He says, I did say kidney, didn't I?
Oh, this can go downhill pretty quick. I go to check out before my batteries expire. I gotta toss this thing back in the charger. Anyhow, I've enjoyed it, and I'm glad the POTA guys once again helped me out. Everybody chimed in and waded through the problem I had, so now I can, follow along. I really should do hunting a bit more too, but it's too much going on, and being such a procrastinator, it's hard for me to prioritize what I should procrastinate about. So anyways, Bill, Nikki, I'll be checking out. You guys take care. It's been fun. VA3IMW, is it? And VA3IUK, VA3EKJ.
Yeah, good talking to you. I should probably head out as well. VA3NTH.
Nancy Papa Hotel?
November Papa Hotel, yes.
Okay, I get the N's and the M's confused sometimes. Old ears.
Yeah, if you guys take care, I'm going to go watch the documentary and just sort of veg. So good talking to both of you, and we'll talk to you soon. VA3IUK.
All right, 7-3 for now.
Sayonara, all.
Charlie Tango Foxtrot, I believe it is. Kilo Romeo 4, Charlie Tango Foxtrot 5959 to US 16232 QSL. QSL to 59 in South Carolina. Hold on 1 sec for taking off. Kilo Romeo 4, Charlie Tango Foxtrot. This is Kilo Bravo 2, Sierra XS Tango got you. 55959 in the park, US 1. Right, Bravo. Listen, give me a man, not Bravo. They all have to be like that too, man. I had to give you about a 5 days.
Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. Well, thank you very much. Got you 5 and 7 here in Oscar November. Thank you for the park and have yourself a good evening. Get better. Before.
It's crazy. What's the matter with this? That's called drama. When the pilot pushes forward the control column and he says, what's the matter with this? That's something seriously wrong. It's a catastrophic accident with over 200 people. What caused two pilots to lose control of their plane in mere seconds? I don't think either one of these pilots really understood what this was. Dynasty 140, now approaching 10,600. 8 o'clock on Tuesday evening. China Airlines Flight 140 is headed for Japan's Nagoya Airport. Descend 6,000. The crew is now leaving with a 2.5-hour flight from Taipei. There are 256 passengers in the plane. Mostly returning from conquest tours of Taiwan. I'm glad you enjoyed the trip. I hope that the arenas have been safe. Makoto Hibika is a Japanese business school, returning home after taking a group of 20 people on a tour of fabric shops in Taipei. I made it clear that his own camera company was going out of business. Yeah, the group came immediately. He organized a tour for long-term customers. The plane is the newest version of the popular Airbus VA300. VA300 is a pioneer of the industry's first choice fully automated aircraft. The VA300 was a significant change because that thing came out at a time when technology was very exploding. This level of automation now allows us to fly the airplane far more precise than we've ever been able to do it before. Instead of 3, 4, or 5 pilots in a cockpit, planes like the VA300 now just have 2. Computers are seen as a cheaper, safer alternative to a cockpit aircraft. The autopilot maintains incredible precise control of the aircraft, and that allows the pilot to be more in a supervisory role to keep the bigger picture rather than focusing on the very small movements to fly the airplane. There's thought that this would solve a lot of human error problems and would dramatically decrease the accident rate. Flight 140's scheduled flight path takes it from Taipei over the East China Sea to Nagoya, Japan. Ladies and gentlemen, this is so the harness, first checklist complete. Do it by yourself. Don't bother. Don't ask. Do it yourself. The first officer is 26-year-old Sean Maniel. He's flying the plane over the Nashville line as captain. Okay. William Yoshida has more than 20 years' experience flying military aircraft, 747 passenger jets, and Navy airplanes. It wasn't uncommon that you would pair a senior captain with a less experienced co-pilot so he can provide some training and guidance to him. As the plane approaches the airport, light turbulence shakes the cabin. The air traffic controller advises Flight 140 to slow down. It's getting too close to a larger plane ahead. This is being buffeted by weak turbulence. With great vortex, you do occasionally get too close to one to the left and you'll feel a pump, pretty severe pump. Get way too close and you can cause loss control. But the captain isn't worried.
Humbling. Only after you pass the right turns, you can recover the airplane forward. It should be set for the handguns. Once you research, reduce the speed of the now, reduce it to 1 second. That's fine. Okay, stop now.
If they use the automatic time, what they used to explain, it wouldn't be unusual for a captain to elect to fly approach manually to get the co-pilot experience.
Gear down. Gear down. Flaps 40. Spoilers on. Landing lights on.
They're less than 3 minutes to touchdown.
Dynasty 140, clear to land runway 34.
Clear to land runway 34.
The plane gains an unexpected burst of speed. Passengers sense a change. They're no longer descending. Just when the plane should be slowed for landing, the engines are surging.
If the power comes on, you're going to destabilize the approach. That's what's going to happen.
The plane is now leveling off instead of descending towards the runway.
Push it down.
The first officer tries to lower the nose.
Push it down.
Pushing the control column seems to have no effect. They need to get back on course for landing.
Disengage throttle.
Captain Wang wants his first officer to reduce power. If they don't get back on the proper descent path, they could overshoot the runway.
You're going to want to take that power off. If you're too high and too close to the runway, you're going to land halfway down the runway, and that could potentially be a bigger problem.
Airspeed has slowed, but the plane still isn't responding to the pilot's nose-down command.
Push more. Push down more.
With reduced power, the plane is now quickly losing speed and altitude. Barely 300 feet from the ground.
Sir, I still cannot push it down. Okay, I've got it.
The captain takes over. But he also struggles to control the plane.
What's the matter with this?
The pilots decide to abandon the landing.
Go round. The tower guys keep going around.
A surge of thrust kicks in as the captain advances the throttles to climb out.
When something becomes too destabilized, too close to the ground, well, that's when a go-around should be called.
Roger, stand by for further instructions.
The controller must now find a clear route for Flight 140 to circle around and try their landing again. But the go-around procedure isn't working. The plane is now climbing much too steeply.
This goes on, it will stall.
The angle is so steep, the plane can no longer stay airborne.
I was in Tokyo and took a taxi. I heard something on the radio. An airplane crashed in the Gulf. I felt maybe my brother might be on the plane. So I got out of the taxi quickly and called my house from the payphone. I asked to check the news on TV, and it was already showing fire on the screen. I finally got through to his house in Nagoya. His child answered the phone and I asked, "Was your father on the airplane?" And he said he was.
Rescue crews are on site in minutes. They battle flames 3 stories high. It takes more than an hour to contain the raging fire.
It's a catastrophic accident with over 200 people. They've probably never seen an accident like this.
Good evening. In Nagoya, Japan, which is west of Tokyo, it was early evening when a China Airlines flight from Taiwan approached for a landing. Suddenly, it tried to take off again, but the engines exploded and the Airbus crashed.
Incredibly, 7 people survived the disaster, including a 6-year-old boy and his 3-year-old brother.
It was a miracle that 7 people survived in the end.
But 264 people are dead, including the crew. Makoto Habuka dies in the crash. He leaves behind a wife and 3 young children.
I was hoping he was still alive. Around 11 p.m. it showed his name on the screen. Then I knew it clearly. We were so upset.
It is the 2nd deadliest plane crash in Japanese history, and China Airlines' worst accident ever.
We wanted to know the cause of the accident.
BetterHelp has been revolutionary in connecting people to mental health services.
Using BetterHelp can be as easy as opening your laptop or your phone and clicking a button, and the session begins.
Clients are able to choose in what way they would like to communicate with me, whether video or on the phone or chat texting.
BetterHelp is there when you need it, and that's what makes all the difference.
Do you know 60% of women experience leaks with their bladder protection pads? That's because many pads bunch when they're wet. Try Always Discreet. It's designed to protect. It has a core that converts liquid to gel for up to 0 leaks, 0 odor. And its rapid dry technology locks leaks in seconds to keep you dry. And when you move, Always Discreet's dual layer core minimizes bunching to help keep you comfortable. Try Always Discreet. It's designed to protect.
Shop the super sale at Sherwin-Williams and transform your space with style. Get 40% off paints and stains with sale prices starting at $36.89. Hurry in August 8th through the 14th. Only at Sherwin-Williams. Proudly serving Canada with over 280 paint stores.
Perfectly smoked, irresistible Schneider's hot dogs can only mean one thing. It's meat table season. Schneider's, Canadian crafted since 1890.
With the CIBC Smart Account, you can go back through your spending history, allowing you to see your money and make sense of it. See your money clearly with the CIBC Smart Account.
This summer, adventure starts at 0 with the Jeep 0% sales event. Right now, get 0% financing for 72 months on the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee, the SUV that takes 0 shortcuts on design and performance. Or lock in 0% financing for 72 months plus $2,000 in bonus cash on the 2025 Jeep Compass, bringing 0 limits to where you can go next. It's the Jeep 0% sales event. Offers end September 2nd, giving you